lost it in quite some time, and one of the only teams that they've lost it to was over in Dallas on an international level. So here locally, chances are this is going to be a pretty one-sided affair. I will say I'm going to have eyes on BiBi. She has a tendency to underperform on this map, which on BB standards, like, underperforming is the same as everyone else's like normal performance. But still, it's one of those things that we do kind of notice.
You know what, I'm going to be a bit brutal and I would say, nah, her performance on this map quite often is actually lower than the average duos, if you will, at times. But she did show up a couple of times more recently on this map, so maybe she's gone over whatever fear or bridges she had. And so now she's going to be coming alive. But let's see how they do up here, and they choose to start out on the T side. That's an interesting decision, but I respect it. They want to set the table up, know what they have to play with. You go from there. Flash comes out. They're able to check out and towards that short position. Kelsey playing towards Monster. Flash comes out again, but she's going to be in a good position to counter them as they peek on through. Missing too many headshots, though. Is she going to be given another chance? No, she is not. Executed. Mads from ABC finds one. Maybe even the second one as aggression's coming through, but no, LyQ gets the kills. Now, BiBiAhn from Heaven going to be trying her best. Goosebreeder trying to deny the bomb plant, but can't do it. KD is going to have to come and help in with this one, but missing far too many shots. Eventually going to be able to connect them. Kimmy goes down, but 3v3 still. BiBiAhn. Hostile goes down. The defuser not in play. I'm not even sure if it was caught here. Might well have been. Oh, shots coming out. Natty, good job. LyQ going to be coming in from the sidelines. Last player left alive on their side, but missing far too many shots. And BiBiAhn, of course it's her, gets the kill. Really good start of that round. And I think just before I hand over to you, we need to clean up a little bit of a name change here. So LyQ is Anna. That is the name she has decided to go by, is LyQ, not Anna. So it's a little bit of a, change up here. And I'm sure that'll get changed on HLTV eventually.
Soon TM. I will say, like you said, really strong start for Hyperion there. I think, one of the inherent advantages of being on CT side, aside from the fact that you're on CT, is obviously the USPS. Much better at those long ranges. And I think that Hyperion might have actually done better had they had some better weaponry available to them. But either way, they do get the bomb down, so they're able to buy into this. And it's a barrage of Mac 10s.
Love it. I love a good Mac 10, but not in this kind of play. You have to play rather goosey, like loosey-goosey here, and just charge in, get some initial damage, get a gun, upgrade to it. But then, LyQ tried charging in, and she got battered down. She had the Galil. She didn't have her teammates, her posse, following up close enough. So damage done. KD finds the first kill this round. She may well be an AWP, but she is a fantastic rifler as well. Galil over towards long. KD is going to have this information soon enough if Kinita decides to go in for the information play. And that's what happens. And down she goes. That Galil is going to get passed around heavily. Oh my god, gets the information. Kimmy finds a kill, but BiBiAhn is going to be coming in from behind. Should be able to find the backstab on this player. And shot to body shot. Nicely done. Now going to be leaving only 2 players, and one of them's going to be very low. Natty goes in for the face, but it's going to be a Mac 10. Unfortunately, it doesn't win that duel.
So here's the problem I have. You go Mac 10, which has a far better success rate close range, and you head up long. I mean, it's tough. It's really tough to get results doing that. B probably would have been a little bit more doable in that scenario, and unfortunately, yeah, it falls apart. And round 2, and we already have a timeout coming through from Hyperion, realizing, okay, 2 rounds in, couple of mistakes being made here. We gotta tighten it up. We gotta clean it up a little bit. Very little cash available. Possibly we could see a couple of upgraded pistols, but I really want to see them saving up for guns into the next few rounds, because with them starting on the T side, like you said, it's a really questionable decision to make. And I mean, if it was FlyQuest choosing it, I'd be like, oh yeah, power play. But Hyperion are still so new on the scene. I feel like it's just weird.
I mean, it was a bad call. I'll call it out for what it was. They got flustered. First player went down. Plan got broken and they didn't recover from it. Now they're going to a pistol round. KD's going to get flooded. Pulls out the USP and still able to deliver. BiBiAhn's there to help save her teammate. Doesn't quite manage to do that actually because KD wasn't able to make it away. Now Kimmy, last one left alive. Can't really expect too much here. Honestly, ideal situation would have been able to find at least another kill there, but not going to happen. There's a tall order. Oh, the A1 isn't recovered, so Khalil comes into the next round. Question is, does she upgrade from the Khalil, or are they going to carry on saving some of these guns?
Honestly, extending the bonus, I see nothing wrong with that. They're already on the advantageous side. So why spend money when you really don't need to, when you know that you already have the advantage? KD has picked up the AWP, so that, of course, brings with it crazy firepower just in and of itself. And, of course, they're not going to, you know, force up anywhere, upgrade anything. Just going to play it safe.
Oh, man, it's for the first initial kill. Who needs these upgraded guns here, Sam? Take the money and run. Extra $300 in the bank there. Heartstar going to be peeking around the corner, going to be able to find one, but the trade's going to be coming through from Kelsey onto Kimmy, but Heartstar is still here. Rearing her head. Getting the kills. Keride over towards Monster. Going to have to peek away, but peeks just in time to flick on. Hits the headshot. Goes in for another. Can't quite answer it, but Goosebreeder, she's ready for it. He needs the last one left alive. AWP in hand, peeking on this angle. This could be so perfect for her. She just has to be patient. Wait for Goosebreeder to pop up. She's going to be playing in towards this one. And keep in mind, there's no such thing as a silent jump or fall either. She can't now zoom out and, well, no scope misses. To be expected.
Yeah, I mean, FlyQuest play that very loose and like fast and loose. And again, they didn't really invest too much. There was a little bit of a reinvest into it, obviously, because they had lost a couple of players in the previous. But for the most part, like, they held on to the Galil, for example. So overall, it was fine. They were like, we're probably going to buy up next round anyway to get up to proper weaponry, proper guns. So have some fun with it, right? Cut down Hyperion really quickly, really get into their heads. The mental game is so important. And now Hyperion back down onto pistols. Very little they're going to be able to do into this one.
So I wouldn't expect too much from this. Kind of comes back down to that situation where if you've got a couple of Tech 9s, you want to put them front-facing and fast-paced. Obviously, they haven't gone full Tech 9, so a slower play with these Deagles can make sense. Natty going to be the first one meeting head-on. But now that position's cooled. The fact that she's on the pistol. Ooh, okay, hits the leg. Not a miss, but not a kill. BiBiAhn, on the other hand, is able to answer the kill over towards Taurus. They're going to be playing too close on this one. And she's going to pay the price. Lanku picks up the AWP. Well, now she does. Instead of, in the stead of KOD. Natty still lingering over towards B, trying to find something. And unfortunately for them, Kelsey is going to be lurking. And honestly, she's going to be in such a good position here to be able to counter their plays. It's going to be difficult. And oh my god, especially if she peeks around this corner. No, she's been heard, but she turns around, gets a double. Never mind. I called it too early. 20 HP left. 2 HP on Kelsey even. Oh, the indecisiveness there from Natty. Well, not indecisiveness. She went for the hunt. Unfortunately, didn't turn out.
Yeah, I mean, that round goes more or less how we expected it to. Would have been nice if she'd be able to get the kill onto Kelsey, but unfortunately not to be the case. And the rest of FlyQuest back her up, shut Natty down. They're not going to allow her to have a similar performance to what we saw on Inferno. It's actually Lyku who's really starting to step up a lot more on this map. We saw like a really outstanding pistol round from her on Inferno, but for the rest, she was pretty quiet. She's doing a little bit more here, but for the most part, they're just consistently getting shut down. Except for that time.
Right. This is their chance to clap back. If they don't do it now, Sam, they're going to be in a huge amount of trouble for the next couple. Obviously got the full round loss bonus going in their bank accounts, but they fully invested into this. KD going down early. This is great. Kelsey too, which we're watching on to like you because Goose headshot straight into the body. Now Mads just to secure this. The flash comes through. She goes up with the blind spray and it pays off. A double kill of all things. How frustrating it must be for Hyperion. Such a fantastic start, but they get denied. 2v3 still very possible here. It's a 2-on-2 situation over towards this B site. Obviously, it's the advantage of being on the T site with low numbers. You can still make it equal. Although they know there's 2 players down there, they know there's 1 at least. Probably 2 with the fact that obviously there was a M4 on Mads. So they have this information. I'm wondering if they're going to be able to use it to their advantage or not. Keenet's going to be the one peeking in. Arsenal holding the off angle at the moment. Keenet's still going to be peeking in a little bit too aggressive. Going to be found by BiBiAhn. Both of them are. She's currently sitting 10-0, Sam. She is laughing. I
mean, we kind of pointed her out at the start of the map, right? Sometimes she's been known to be a little less impactful on Overpass. But today, she is having an absolute field day for herself. This is the BB that we know and love. And we can see her doing very well for herself. Yeah, and you can see that this is something like... There was a very short period of time where FlyQuest weren't picking into Overpass. And when I say short period, I mean like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, if that. And it was clearly one of those times where they were like, okay, we need to figure this out. We need to find the best possible way to activate BB. And it's working.
Oh, Goose. She shot through the wall, but only to be met with a counter shot from Kimmy. The double headshot there. Oh, Kelsey, you gotta hit those jumps. That's again 8 jumps. Oh, Kimmy again. Punishing them one after another. I love it. Not gonna allow this to stand now. Kimmy's gonna be pushing aggressive once again. They know there should be another player. It's gonna be mad. Final kill into like you. It's not Kimmy though, but she does find 2 of them. Big plays now. There with AWP misses the shot. She was moving a little bit too much. You can still find the kills here. Gets the tags. Gets the kill. Does she know there's a second player there? I don't think she does. Once the player stays alive. Netta, AK in hand. They are super low. And the backstab is coming through. It's going to be BiBiAhn of all players. Molly goes down. KD wants to slay, but she can't. Denied. BiBiAhn, she's got the kit, she's got a flash, she got a smoke. She got some time to play with here and a kill as well. She knows where the last player is. This should be one and done for her, and she peeks round. What a play coming in here. A recovery. And Mads being able to get those 2 kills really made it possible.
I know we've said it, but I'm really questioning the T-side start pick.
It's a decision.
It's a head scratcher, Tom. It is a head scratcher. And FlyQuest are just running away with this first half. They look so in control from start to finish. They're not getting overly aggressive. They're not, you know, taking any unnecessary risks. They're just playing really, really solid Counter-Strike on Overpass at the moment. And Hyperion just cannot find a footing. Back down onto pistols again. FlyQuest slowly ticking up to double digits.
We do have an update for Totsugeki versus Tsunami Sirens. 16-19 in favor of Tsunami, who won it 2-0 the whole series. So GG, well played to them. Go check out ESL's website for more detailed Impact website, but we move on. 7-0, Hyperion trying the hardest, and they've had some really good moments, but it's proven pretty hard to be able to actually get around the board. The map pick of FlyQuest, a map in which they, you know, within the Impact scene, they've got a solid status built up on it, and here we go, Goosebreeder looking to shut down these players, running out of bullets. They're now going to be charging a USB in hand, unable to make it work, and now coming in from behind, BiBiAhn trying her best not to die. Meanwhile, Natty, a player we called out for being a solid player last game, so far has 0 kills. Not going full James Bond. She has got an assist. And well, now the 8th death. And BiBiAhn on 13-0.
Just to quickly touch on the Totsugeki Tsunami series, that's really cool because the first map was like a 16-2 in favor of Tsunami. So the fact that the second map went all the way to 1916, that is really cool for Totsugeki. We're looking forward to seeing how they can perform later on, because we actually got to see them on day 1 of Impact versus FlyQuest. Ooh, bit of a rough one for them there. Similar to how Hyperion are doing at the moment against FlyQuest. FlyQuest is just so good.
Yeah, we do get positioned as fangirls and fanboys of them, because they're pretty much all we... well, they're the only team we've stuck around with so far in this season. I'm excited to see Karma and all the other teams play. Hyperion, they've shown some promise, but it's not seen Overpass as a map they should be allowing. Good push here in towards this short position. Artstar, this is the second time she's been able to punish FlyQuest Red for pushing in towards this short position. Going towards long BiBiAhn. Oh my god, she hits a couple of shots, but it's not going to be enough. The AK wins that duel. Arstar peeking in towards Monster, catches the play off guard, but no, Goose! She isn't caught off guard. The feathers are not ruffled. Okay, they try their best with the flash. It fails.
It's okay, nobody saw. We all got flashed.
Oh, this is a dangerous plant. Post plant is now going to be horrendous. FlyQ has to win this fight on this position. KD now knows that they're here, but the shots ring out. Goose, she makes some steps. They know where she's at. It's not being held properly. There we go. QNX is still going to be alive at the moment, but she was not active in this fight whatsoever. She left her teammate alone. The trade did not happen. Now Goose wins the fight, as she does so easily. I am not going to be kind there. Kioneta, inactive, does not realize her teammate is in a fighting situation where in that spot, she had the perfect angle to peek in and they could go in for the trade.
And Goose is just so good. Like Laiku does really well to take down Kaede. Anytime a rifler takes down Kaede, I'm impressed, just like automatically. But unfortunately, she can't get the next one. Goose is just so on top of it. And you can see the way she's trying to keep eye on both of those angles. She knows she's in a tight spot and she's able to win out that final duel. And that is, again, you know, we hype her up so often. The IGL, the wealth of experience that she brings to this team, not just as someone who calls the shots, but as a player herself, just phenomenal.
BiBiAhn did go down last round as well, so they now know that she can actually die. Goosebreeder changing up this position where she was last round. This time playing aggressive in towards connector. FlyQ going to be holding this spot. FlyQ's definitely showed some promise as well. She's not really a player we've spoken too much about. She has showed some solid skill alongside Kimmy. But it seems like their ability to close around is very high, very low on this one. Man's going to be playing around the pillar. Knowing she's got a backup here, and it's going to be in the way of Kaede, who answers in with a mortar strike from above, gets a kill. FlyQ in towards this connector position, just going to be holding, waiting, going in for the peak now. Goosebreeder doesn't show her card. She's waiting, patient. She knows better. There we go. Information's there. Flash out. FlyQ now has to be so aware of her surroundings on this front. Really stuck between a hard place and a rock and Mads. There's a rock there. Natty, last one left alive, struggling to hit the shots there. Very difficult game here for Hyperion, but again, a lot they can potentially learn from here.
So we're in a situation where they need to win every single round from here on out, because despite the fact that they're heading onto their CT side, it is meaningless if they start like 15-0 down. They need to start getting some rounds on the board here. It's imperative, otherwise that's it. It's GG.
Yeah, there's... Oh my god. Nice kill coming out there. The only team that I've seen successfully come back from... I think it was a 12... Like 12-2. Not 12-2, what I'm talking about, 13-2. Was Fnatic. And they won every single round on their CT side, but I just don't really see that happening for Hyperion. They're not quite the same caliber. They've not got the same amount of experience. FlyQ, though, finds one. A back turn, she might get knifed, but Goosebreeder's not having any of that BM. She just wants to get it done.
Okay, so that was a pistol round. Now they gonna be able to put a little bit of a spend into this. And it's tough because we spoke about how dynamic FlyQuest are and how they can make changes on the fly. And I feel like Hyperion are really struggling to get a read as to how to deal with them, because every round they're doing something different. And because Hyperion don't have that experience as a team, they really can't find those openings. And even when they do, they struggle to actually take advantage.
Yeah, if we had a heat map for where Goose was, she just switches it up so often. And it works perfectly. Like, she's now holding towards toilets. The previous round, she was pushed in towards a connector. Other round, she was actually over towards B. So she's changing up where she needs to be as a leader and filling in the gaps and allowing to try and position her teammates the best she can. Mads, she misses the shot in Artstar. This short position, it's hers. She's so far, I think, won majority of encounters in that spot. At least more so than losing them. KOD's going to be playing aggressive, AWP in hand. Oh, one of AWP is going to be keen on towards BB, over towards one. KOD gonna get caught off guard. Natty finds the second kill. 2 players, Sam.
Yeah.
This surprisingly has the highest chance, but Kelsey, she's the one player that can put an end to this, and they're going to be opening it up. Oh my god, Kelsey. She didn't expect them to all be there, so she flinched. In that moment, flinching gives up that round. Goosebreeder 1v4. I say gives it up, but definitely not. Goose has won these 1v4s in the past. I don't think it's gonna happen this time. She's taking a long time to clean these angles out, so the time is gonna be ticking very far down. Without being able to find the kill initially, it's gonna be difficult, especially with the fact that they're all stacked up in that one spot.
And I think the play here is just a couple of exits, knowing that their economy is pretty messy at the moment. So take some guns away if you can. No. Oh, bro, if that had worked.
I respect the hustle. I love it. But just think of the amount of damage that would have done. The mental, the psychic damage that it would have done to the opposition. Oh my god, I just can't.
Oh man, my brain like lagged out for a second there when I realized like what. NT, I mean, yeah, fair enough, I suppose. And it's the one round that Hyperion do get, and now instantly, right? Despite the fact that they're 11-1 up, we see the timeout come through, and they realize, all right, Hyperion, they played patient that time. They don't take the space, they chill. We've been playing super aggressive. I want to see what they do now, because they have been taking a lot of space. They've known that they can, and Hyperion have really taken advantage of that. Also, they've kind of done the same boost like a few rounds in a row, which is why Mads gets caught out so easily there. Artstar has really been on top of it over towards that short position. So I want to see what changes FlyQuest make now. I'm still hoping that Hyperion can string a few rounds together to have a somewhat competitive second half, but I love watching how FlyQuest adapt.
All right, BB playing up close to the fountain. And this passive play from the opposition's looking good. Oh, never mind. Why did I say the passive play? This KOD is going to be playing super aggressive, and BB now is going to be activating, finds the first initial kill there. Is playing towards Park, and they're going to be going in and doubling up on this one. And Laiku finds the first. Maybe doesn't expect the second player to be so close. Goose going in for the hunt. And that's exactly what happens, but she misses the player momentarily. She does see the elbow peek around that corner, and she's going to continue on through. This position is going to be given so much information for her squad, and she sees the feet of a player running away as well, and you can see on the camera there, she makes it cool. Pass the information over. She's going to continue to follow. No sound cues yet, so she's basing it on just having to follow them up here, and she's got a knife out. She's so confident on having this read on them. It's going to work out perfectly. She could catch them off guard. They're busy setting up the lineups, but they're not ready for this. She comes around the corner, lines them up, drops them down. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that was actually painful. And there it is. There's the adaptation that they make, right? They play, for the most part, they are slightly less hyper-aggressive. They allow Hyperion to feel like, okay, they're getting a little bit of control going. Goose goes on a wild flanking mission, and wham bam, there you have it. Beautiful 3K for her to just shut down any attempt, any sort of positioning. 12-1. 3 rounds left here. Hyperion taking this time out. Much needed. But I don't know what more can be said at this point to try and bring about the turnaround. Honestly, I don't know what even can be done. I think that I hate using this phrase, but I really do feel like at the moment, Hyperion are just a little outclassed.
Yeah, and I think starting on the T side is an interesting strategy. You see it from time to time, but honestly, even if they did pick the CT side, I think it'd be a massive uphill battle. T side for FlyQuest Red is a solid position for them. They know this map. They know how, obviously, the North American teams tend to play it. So they've got a lot of advantages on their side. I just want to say, Goosebreeder and BB both have 4 deaths rather each. BB's only 1 kill actually ahead of Goose at the moment. Oh my god, K-Dace. Fantastic peek that. Kimmy look to try and come in for the trade. BiBiAhn backs off. K-Dace not worried about peeking this one, and that's why. Delivers a shot. Like who's going to be holding that angle. AK in hand. Art start. Does she dare? Yes, she does, and she wins it. Crouch peeking. You gotta love it. 3v4. FlyQuest Red. They've got 50 seconds to hold on to this. These sites. Oh, BB finds one, but the trade comes in. Oh, back and forth. Natty, last one left alive. Bomb is not in hand. She hears 2 players. Knows that's 2 out of 3. But she backs off. This was not the right call. Or maybe it was, because Kelsey's actually flipped up. Turn around. Second to last round here, Sam. The curtains. They are closing.
The attempt at the save here, knowing that money might be a little bit of an issue into the next round. This is going to sound so strange, but winning that round shot them in the foot because it reset their loss streak bonus. So whereas they would have been on max loss streak, they have less money to work with now. Not that it would have made the biggest difference in the world. Let's be perfectly honest about this. Very interesting loadout coming through here from Hyperion. But, you know, you make do with what you can afford in this economy.
Yeah, it's very rare you see a UMP. It's got decent armor pen and everything else, but it doesn't matter when you're dead because K-Hit is going to be putting a bullet in the back of their head. Second player going down as well. Third may well be happening, but Artstar and Lyku could be coming through for their team. Never mind, Lyku goes down. Kelsey wants this done and over. Artstar's going to be able to find one, going for the second one as well. Maybe even a third, but it's going to be turning the back, and that is where that round and half ends. Good half.
A surprise T-side start for Hyperion, and it has not gone their way at all. 14-1 in favor of FlyQuest Red, who will now start on their own. T-side, only 2 rounds needed to close this out and bring home yet another best of 3 in their favor. Hyperion have little to no opportunities here. They have to make do with what they can.
And that's going to be a bunch of Julies. A very gun full pistol round, to be honest. Now Goose with the Glock looking to enter in. It's going to be Mads getting tagged down, but now she's going to be falling back and holding in towards short. The flash comes through. Natty onto slide. She's going to be finding an early kill. Mads, she's just playing patiently, but she had a gun on burst. Oh God, not like this, Goose. Last one left alive, finds one, but Mads, the burst fire. I hope we get that in replay because I want to get that clips.
I love pistol rounds. Love the chaos. Just honestly some of the best to watch. And that's FlyQuest. And similarly, we actually saw this on Inferno as well. No bomb plant allowed for FlyQuest. This is a great start for Hyperion, but they only have 2 rounds. And you can actually see just before we jumped into the replays, like they've bought into a rifle. They've bought into the M4. So they're really going in here. They're really giving it their all to try to bring this back and give themselves some sort of a fight.
Oh, double nade coming up here. It's going to be damaging Artstar. Speed of the Glock going to be coming through here. Natty going to be able to find a couple of kills. Never mind, it's going to be Artstar finding 2. Natty with 2 of her own, answering back. Now last player left alive is going to be KD in the smoke. Incensed and blown up into smithereens by Lyku.
Nice clean round from Hyperion. Exactly what they needed. Shut down the pistols of FlyQuest Red very, very quickly. And what could very well have ended in a 16-1 had FlyQuest won that first pistol has in fact been rejuvenated somewhat. But now they have rifles in their hands. They didn't spend into the last round, so they can come through here absolutely loaded.
Molly down in towards that connector position. Kelsey allows her to push up. Knows Nathan's going to be there. Kibby going to be jumping around the corner, and it's perfect. They're going for the double peek there. Get the kill. Able to upgrade from that UMP. Nathan now knows that she has to back up over towards this position in mid, but Goosebreeder's there waiting. Keaton should have that. It's a idea there. Once you're kind of pushed down towards that connected position, you kind of have to back up through B, and well, execution's now happening over towards A. Artstar's position is crucial, but she can't turn around and knock them down. She's got to play a little bit more patient. She didn't have that before on Inferno. Hopefully she's found some patience now. Keanita goes down very early on. Mads around this corner, like who's going to be able to find a play, never mind, goes down in the process, and Kimmy unable to win that firefight. Artstar, Natty, UMP hero is going to be coming through here, find 1 kill. Molly over towards back. Bomb not in the best of position here. KD, good initial damage, follows up with the kill. Very few bullets left over, but it doesn't matter, damage is done, and round is 1.
Of all the guns to try and save. Maybe she can find something else somewhere in Narnia. Nope, that was last chance to try and find another gun. That's rough.
I don't even know where that gun went.
Not a clue, man. I know that there was one, like Kimmy picked up an AK at one point when they got that opening kill. But aside from that, nah. Map and series point here for FlyQuest Red. A dominant round, that last one. And Hyperion had given up the site almost for free. FlyQuest just kind of walked up long, planted the bomb, and sat. And Hyperion obviously had to fight into that, and at that point, you kind of, in a role reversal, find themselves having flashbacks to their T side.
Honestly, so I mean, what I was kind of getting at mid-cast in that last round is the fact that if you push aggressive in towards connector with 2 of the players, you know you've lost control in mid, you get a kill, you need to do a quick rotation back up through heaven and up in towards the A site, but they didn't do it. They just decided to stick down on towards B. I'm not sure what information they had or thought they had, that made them think that was the better idea. Maybe it was Artstar's position. They were like, nah, she's going to be able to hold on to the site from this position. We go for the retake. Didn't work. Scout does connect, but Knater not getting the kill. Does manage to follow up, though, with a second shot, which does the job. The backs up against the wall here, even harder than on Inferno. This side, this map is definitely CT side, so maybe that's the opportunity they need. Mads is just waiting to kill this player. She can hear him running around. Bomb in hand, she goes charging in. She's hungry. She wants to get above 10 kills. I think she was the top fragger in the last match, right? 25, was it?
20, yeah.
23, 25. Oh, Kimmy. Ruffles Goose's feathers. Alright.
Clean round. I love that. Flawless from Hyperion. Stay of execution achieved. Economy for FlyQuest just about broken. They're all right for now. There will be some upgrades coming through, but for the most part, Hyperion looking a lot more comfortable than we saw earlier. I don't wanna call it just yet. I don't wanna get too excited. But this is good. This is definitely a stronger team than we had seen a little bit earlier. Okay, BB.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the issue is that FlyQuest Red have 10 rounds to just win one round. Like, that's good economy on their side, especially when they're gonna be able to get kills with Glocks of all things. Please, for the love of all that is right in Overpass, don't allow this to be the round they lose. After I just said they've got another 10 rounds. The bomb looking to go down. BiBiAhn even has a gun in hand. I'll start waiting for the slow rotation from one of her teammates here to push in, but she doesn't wait. She goes in for the push, finds the kill. BiBiAhn on site. She's being spotted, but no bullets. She has to reload. BiBiAhn eventually goes down. Kide, the last one left alive. 1v3. Bomb is planted. He comes out. She's taken down to 2 HP. She's going to have to hit some mad shots here to be able to have any chance, and she doesn't. That was far closer, Sam, than it should have been.
I mean, to be fair, you and I have costed far more eco round map wins than I think is reasonable. So it would not really have surprised me if FlyQuest had actually managed to pull that out of the bag. But well done to Hyperion for being able to stabilize. Good positioning from Artstar as well in that retake. Of course, you're going to send her out to be your kind of site retake knife opener. I'm sure there's a word for that, but I've lost it. But she does. She gets in onto the site quite nicely, takes down the player on truck who only had a pistol, and then gets a nice little bit of cleanup thereafter. Well played, and forcing FlyQuest to take their second timeout as well. FlyQuest starting to feel the heat a little bit here, but back into a buying situation. AWP available for Kayade. Kayade herself, I mean, she's topping the server at the moment. 21 kills. She's overtaken BB. She's overtaken Goose. She's had a really solid performance so far. So having that available will probably be a bit of a difference maker here.
A lot of potential for Hyperion. Everything counting on them not making a single mistake yet. BiBiAhn ready to answer back. It's going to be Goosebreeder. Artstar goes down. Gimme chucks that smoke. BiBiAhn knows exactly where she is now. And Keynator's going to be holding up above. This could actually be a blessing in disguise if BiBiAhn is baited into peeking this, but Keynator looks away. BiBiAhn's able to cross over. They don't quite realize. They check it just in time. BiBiAhn going down like that is not good, but Natty gonna have to quickly react to this, and that's what they do. Mads looking in for some vengeance, finds a kill. She can't put this gun on burst mode. Nate goes down. Like you, good initial damage, but the bomb is still planted, and it's a 3v3. Could easily argue it should not have even been able to get planted. Like you dropped out from the run-in. Difficult situation. Keynator with the molly over towards short instead of cleaning the site. It is possible to get the wall bang there, but she does not have the same information as us. They can't save. There's no point. This is the last potential round, and it's coming down to the wire. The peek comes in. Kimmy with the kill. Peeking on in. Hits the headshot on the play on the site. 1v1. She has to hold the defuse. She can't. Mad. She gets the kill. She clutches it out. She got the opener as well. What a game.
I love the cat. Love that. Oh man, that is heartbreaking for Hyperion because they start that round really strong. And it's another round where you look at like, okay.